The opinions expressed by the host and guest on this program are solely their own and do not represent the views or opinions of Blind United. We strive to provide diverse perspectives and discussions on our platform, but the opinions expressed should be understood as personal viewpoints and not reflective of Blind United as an organization.
It's time. It's time for
coffee time.
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 And here is your coffee time crew.
Well, good Thursday morning, everyone, and welcome back to what hopefully will be a much better Coffee Time with Blind United. I apologize for yesterday's technical difficulties. Full transparency, human error. For some reason, my microphone came unplugged, so it was all my fault. I apologize, but we're going to redo it all today. So anyway, today in our interest, I'm sorry, couple other things hopefully working out better. Well, we do have Carol with us this morning. Good morning, Carol.
Good morning, everyone.
And then we got Pedro. Pedro wasn't with us yesterday, so maybe that was part of the reason. I don't know, but he's back with us today. So good morning, Pedro.
How's everybody doing? Good morning and thankful Thursday.
That's right. Thankful, all that good stuff. Always get me caught with all that stuff. I like the tamale Thursday one. That's my favorite one. But anyway, speaking of Spanish stuff, and tonight in our interest groups, we got Let's Talk Spanish with Mr. Jesus Bautista. So if you're trying to learn a little Spanish, conversational Spanish, that's your man. Carol, you've learned quite a bit of that Spanish, haven't you?
Sí, señor.
Oh, ¿cómo está, Carol?
Muy bien, gracias, Pedro. ¿Y tú?
Todo bien, todo bien. Oh, my God, Carol. Oh, look at you. Okay.
See,
I love it.
Bautista, he be putting it down over there. So if you're trying to learn a little Spanish, just conversational Spanish, just to be able to be cordial with your neighbors, folks you see at the supermarket, maybe when you trying to purchase or make a purchase somewhere, it helps out. So check us out tonight with that one at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time. Of course, he's not here. He's in Texas, so his time zone is an hour later, 6:30 for him. So, but come check us out. So anyway, again, we're going to redo the articles that we had yesterday. Why not? Right? Okay. I don't know. Frustration. I didn't have to set up the audio, the articles anymore. I still changed the description on the date on the description, and here we go. But anyway, did you guys know they had a new theme park down in Orlando?
No.
Okay. Well, this one is called Epic Universe. So let's check it out, and we'll talk about it on the other side.
Today on Coffee Time, Epic Universe, a new era of theme park innovation at Universal Orlando. The future of theme parks has officially arrived, and it's called Epic Universe. Universal Orlando Resort's newest park is not just a collection of rides. It's a fully immersive experience that blends cutting-edge technology with the magic of storytelling. Divided into 5 distinct worlds, Epic Universe takes guests on a journey that blurs the boundaries between the physical and the virtual. Let's take a closer look at what's inside and why it matters. 1. The Wizarding World of Harry Potter, Ministry of Magic. This new addition to the Harry Potter universe transports visitors into the heart of the Ministry of Magic using an experience that simulates the Flu network. From talking portraits to enchanted elevator rides that seamlessly combine physical motion with virtual visuals, the illusion of magical transportation is both stunning and believable. 2. Super Nintendo World. Gamers rejoice! This vibrant land immerses guests in the colorful worlds of Mario and friends. The standout attraction, Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, utilizes augmented reality, AR, headsets, physical ride elements, and synced environmental effects to create a one-of-a-kind racing experience through iconic game landscapes. It's interactive, competitive, and unlike anything else out there. 3. How to Train Your Dragon, Olive Burke. Set in a whimsical Viking village, this realm is brought to life with animatronic dragons, richly themed areas, and family-friendly attractions. The Hiccups Wing Gliders roller coaster gives riders the sensation of flying alongside dragons, thanks to dynamic ride engineering and immersive visuals. It's a thrill ride that's as enchanting as it is exhilarating. 4. Dark Universe. For those who prefer things a little spookier, Dark Universe draws from Universal's legacy of classic monsters. This gothic village features cobblestone streets, eerie soundscapes, and Monsters Unchained, the Frankenstein Experiment, an intense dark ride that fuses animatronics and special effects to deliver a dramatic and haunting story-driven experience. 5. Celestial Park. Serving as the central hub, Celestial Park offers a more serene, but no less spectacular, atmosphere. With lush gardens, interactive water features, and the Stardust Racers dual-launch roller coaster, this cosmic-themed area is both a visual treat and a thrilling escape. Technology meets storytelling. What sets Epic Universe apart is how it fuses virtual and physical elements to create a deeply immersive experience. Whether it's AR racing, animatronic dragons, or magical elevators, the park represents a leap forward in entertainment design. It's not just about the ride, it's about feeling like you're inside the story. The cost of innovation. Of course, this level of innovation doesn't come cheap. The integration of advanced technologies and detailed world building means higher operational costs, which are reflected in ticket prices. While Epic Universe offers unparalleled experiences, affordability may become a barrier for some families, raising questions about accessibility in the next generation of theme parks. 2. Super Nintendo World. Gamers, rejoice! This vibrant land immerses guests in the colorful worlds of Mario and friends. The standout attraction, Mario Kart, Bowser's Challenge, utilizes augmented reality, AR, headsets, physical ride elements, and synced environmental effects to create a one-of-a-kind racing experience through iconic game landscapes. It's interactive, competitive, and unlike anything else out there. The future of theme parks? Epic Universe is more than just a theme park. It's a glimpse into the future of entertainment. As virtual reality, augmented reality, and physical storytelling continue to converge, expect more parks to follow Universal's lead. The challenge ahead will be balancing technological magic with affordability and inclusivity. Have you seen the latest innovations from Epic Universe? Would you pay a premium for these immersive experiences? Let us know in the comments. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, number one, paying a premium is definitely an issue here. I did, even though they didn't say it in the article, I did look it up. It averages between $130 to $190 a day for different packages, and it don't matter whether you're adult or a child. So that's one thing. But on the visual side of it, I don't know. This might be, something to, that's really, really cool. Get immersed in it, the like I say, the visuals of it, and aligned with the motion of the ride as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, they've been using that kind of technology for quite a while. So, again, I would imagine that you're going to feel like you're right inside the game or whatever the theme of because I think they said they had 5 different lands, 5 different parks. It sounds like they only have really 5 major rides, but there's other attractions at each ride village or whatever we want to call it. So I don't know. Well, how's it sound to you, Kel?
It sounds really fun. I mean, I've read all the Harry Potter books and I was a Super Mario player, with Mario and Yoshi and battling Bowser. So, it sounds like something that would be really fun. Again, like you were saying, the price of it, and then by me not being visual to really enjoy a lot of it would be the deterrent for me. But I think it's something different. And if, I were visual and had a little extra change to spend that money on a daily basis, it would be something I definitely would try.
That's right. I don't know, Pedro. That sounds like a place you want to take your kids.
Yeah, for them it's gonna be a different type of experience for them because they're visual, and they're
Right.
gonna love that, And for myself, I'm also well, was playing Mario. I wish they will make it accessible. That'd be pretty nice. That'd be pretty cool. What else? I wonder, because now even in the theaters, I haven't tried it out, but they have these boxes where they give you like the smell and all that of what the movie's doing, and the box shakes and stuff like that. Like that's that new stuff they're bringing out. I wonder if they have that within those rides too. Like put you even in that environment with the smell and all that.
Well, I know Disney had it when many years ago when I was down there. When what was it that Michael Jackson thing he did for Disney, Captain EO or whatever it was. It was a whole ride event movie situation where you had to wear the 3D glasses and everything in the theater.
Hmm.
The if I remember right, the chairs and all that stuff had all the vibrations and tilting motions. You know what I'm saying? To what was going on within the 3D movie that you were surrounded in. So that was actually pretty cool. So I mean, but again, that would be cool. I've never tried any of that. I'm lucky if they got somebody in there that knows how to make the audio description thing work right when I go to the movies. So
I don't know what movies you going to, man. Mine's just a wireless headset. Even it's a what you call it?
right, but they
A
give you
lazy
that little
boy.
blocks. It's got to be programmed for the right theater and the movie and all that stuff. And a lot of times, some folks just don't know how to program it.
What? That's crazy. I
Uh,
Or the
pay for it. I'm
batteries don't
expecting
work.
this.
Well, I haven't had a battery. I mean, I may have had a battery issue. I've had issues where it just didn't work. You know what I'm
What
saying?
box y'all talking about? Hold on.
We're talking about when you go to the theater and get the audio description headset.
That's a headset, guys. It's not a box. What I
Well,
mean, a
but they
box is
get there's a
the
little
4D box that you sit
but
in.
okay, right.
Yes.
But again, even with the audio description, they give you the little player thing. It's on the
Yeah, that's
cord.
the old school way. No, oh, y'all need to go to my theater, man. They just give you a headset and that's it. It's like a little thing that goes around your head, like boom. It's no wire, no nothing. You just walk in, turn it on. You could adjust your volume and just have the audio track play.
Uh,
It's pretty dope. It's pretty
Well,
dope.
that's one reason why I haven't gone in a while, I guess, because like I said, it was a headache, and half the time it didn't work. Then when you say, when you let them know it didn't work, then they give you, free pass, come back to another movie.
Yeah, yeah. I have it. I did have it died, and one time they told me change the batteries. I take an extra spare of batteries, man, because f that. Sometimes they'll be like, no, no, we just changed them. We just changed them like last week. How do you know? Well, yeah, one of the coworkers. No, it wasn't you. So you just straight up lie. So I carry a little battery thing, but this time they didn't die or anything. We watched the movie. I didn't like the movie really. It was okay. The monkey, if you hadn't heard of that one, it was all right. It has to be
Um,
more of a horror comedy kind of.
well,
They
see,
were not
you
too
got
good
the
on the comedy.
kids, so the kids keep you going to see the latest movies. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes they want to. I
I
think we're gonna go see the Minecraft movie.
Because I don't even I don't even pay no attention to that stuff anymore. You know what I'm saying? What's ever at the theater,
Right.
that ain't even in my realm of discussion anymore. So But yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying though. Being a different, what I was saying about Captain EO Theater. That's more of what you're saying. That box, you're sitting in a chair that has all of that stuff in it. I guess that's basically what you're trying to say as far as smell and movement and vibrations and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, yeah, it does the movements, it does all that back and
I think
forth.
they're putting some theaters together where they can try to incorporate some of that stuff into some of these theaters now.
Yeah, they have it in
Yes.
some. Yeah.
It's
You
like
know,
the 3D or the 4D types of movies that you go to. You pay a little extra, but it's worth it.
well, if I'm gonna pay extra, I'm gonna go to dinner in a movie where I got somebody bring me my snacks and burgers or whatever I want while I'm there.
Yeah,
You
that's when
know,
you get to them dinner theaters. That's more of a dine-in theater, you know?
but see what's cool about them. I'm being honest. When that headset start acting up, man, you need to run this back up there and get me a set. You know what I'm saying? Because this one ain't working.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I feel you on that part. I
You know
feel
what
you
I'm
now.
saying? So I mean, that just is. I'm willing to pay that premium there for that customer service because they're gonna help me into the theater. They're gonna whatever I
They
need.
help us into the theater too. That's
Well,
something.
I mean, once you make it over there, they'll get somebody to help carry you in. But like you said, when you got the dinner part of it, you actually got somebody that's coming back checking on
Yeah, yeah, that is true on that
you.
part, you know. What I've been
Now,
doing is
now customer service will come back and get you around the end of the movie and help you
Yes.
out if you need it. But again, when you got that dinner option in there, they come
mhm.
back and check on you. You need something else to drink. Some of them places you can get the alcohol. You
Oh
Right.
know,
yeah, yeah, yeah. You could get
you know,
alcohol where I go. You can order
some of
online
them.
and they come to your chair and stuff too.
Uh,
That's
uh,
something new they're doing now.
well, I mean, but it works. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Be in communication with customer service while you're there. So customer service, we're losing a lot of customer service, but in those types of industries, the entertainment industry, you almost got to have good customer service.
Right.
Without good customer service, you ain't gonna go nowhere. Not in the entertainment thing, but so I'm not gonna mention no names, but right quick, we talking about customer service. Something popped in my head. So I just recently changed my internet provider
Hmm.
because the one I had, they kept going up and up and up, and I've been with them for like 7 years, right? So somebody else came along with a better deal. I was okay. Well, let me jump on it. Now they called me. The other company called me back first when I called to cancel. Oh well, well we can do this. Well, it's too late. I'd already got the other one plugged in. I mean, where's the the customer appreciation thing? You know what I'm saying? I've been with you for 7 years. Yada yada yada. Now that I'm ready to cancel, you ready to make a deal? Come on, man.
Crazy.
No, I've already made my decision. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I get a call back yesterday from I don't know, maybe next level a salesperson, a customer retention person, whatever. And he offered me one hell of a deal, right? But
Mm.
I had to stand my ground. I said, you know what, man, I already made my decision. We'll see what you offer me when I come back around. Because who knows, this company might start acting stupid just like you did. You know, well, it ain't me or what. No, it's the corporate way, sir. I mean, I'm just being honest. It's the corporate way. You had me on the hook. You kept me at this price, knowing you could have gave me at a lower price and higher speeds, but you kept me on the hook for that higher price and didn't come offer a loyal customer a better deal. You know what I'm saying? So no,
Right.
we'll see where you at when I come back around. Maybe you learn something. This call is recorded. Okay, send this to the boardroom.
Right. Don't blame you.
So, anyway, that's my advocacy. I had to advocate for myself. So, anyway, let's get into some promos and then we can jump into this next article. All right.
If you'd like to know more about Blind United, you can visit our website at blindunited.org. You can email us at info@blindunited.org, You can call us at 909-846-8825. You can follow us on Instagram at Blind United Interest Groups. You can follow us on X at Blind United 22. You can watch our YouTube channel, Blind United. You could join our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Groups, or you can follow our Facebook page, Blind United. Did you know that people in third world countries do not have access to canes? The You Cane Give initiative gives canes to people all over the world who cannot get canes. The You Cane Give initiative not only goes to these countries and gives people canes, but they give people canes and a digital recorder that is solar powered that has instructions on how to use the cane and instructions on how to repair the cane. The You Cane Give initiative is a very worthy cause, giving canes to blind people all over the world. If you have a cane that you're no longer using, or a cane that's broken or bent, you can go to youcanegive.org and get a shipping label, and you can ship your cane to Jimmy in Tennessee, and he will refurbish it and give your cane to a blind person in a third world country. That website again is youcanegive.org.
And if you don't feel like doing all that, you can just bring your cane to any Blind United event, and we'll collect it for you there. You might even win a prize, but anyway, we'll just make sure Jimmy get those canes, because as we always say here, I don't know what I would do without mine, so I'm trying to do all I can to help other people get one. So anyway, the comments I've forgot. George said Buenos Dias way back when we was talking Spanish, and I forgot about it. So, and then I ain't gonna. Well, he said something about that box, Pedro. You know, the motion box, smell box, all that kind of stuff you was talking about. He wants to know if he can get that on a particular genre of music. You can imagine coming from George.
Right.
And then Tisha says, hello, hello, hello. Good morning, Tish. How you doing, sweetheart? So,
hello. Good morning.
Anyway, this, I almost forgot what this next one is about. Oh, I know what it's about. Look, I mean, I'm sorry. Well, no, let's just play this, and we'll get into it on the other side. This is crazy. Check this out.
Today on Coffee Time, falling for the algorithm when AI companions become something more. In the age of artificial intelligence, the line between man and machine is becoming increasingly blurred, not just in work and productivity, but in matters of the heart. A new trend is gaining traction, people forming romantic connections with AI chatbots. Applications like Replika and Character AI are leading the way, allowing users to customize and engage in emotionally rich conversations with virtual companions. But what happens when artificial affection starts to feel real? Let's explore this emerging digital romance. What's driving the connection? AI chatbots have come a long way from simple, text-based customer service tools. Today, they use advanced natural language processing to mimic human conversation with striking realism. Replika, for example, allows users to design their AI partner's appearance, personality, and even romantic preferences. Over time, users develop emotional bonds, and in many cases, those bonds evolve into what feels like romantic love. Emotional support. For people facing loneliness, social anxiety, or past trauma, AI companions offer a safe, non-judgmental space to talk, vent, or simply feel heard. Constant availability. Unlike human relationships, AI chatbots are available 24/7, ready to chat, comfort, or entertain at any moment of the day. Customizable companionship. Users can fine-tune their virtual companion's traits to create what feels like an ideal partner, tailored to their needs and preferences. The upside of AI companionship. There's no doubt that for many users, AI relationships offer real value. They can ease feelings of isolation, particularly for those with limited social interactions. They provide practice in communication, helping individuals improve their interpersonal skills in a low-pressure environment. For some, these AI conversations serve as a stepping stone toward forming real-world connections later on. But there's a catch. While the emotional connection may feel real, there are significant limitations and concerns that come with romantic relationships involving AI. No genuine emotion. AI doesn't feel love, joy, sadness, or attachment. It's a simulation. This can lead to unrealistic expectations when users begin to project human emotions onto their virtual companions. Emotional dependency. As these relationships deepen, some users may withdraw from human contact, relying solely on AI for emotional fulfillment. This may increase rather than alleviate long-term isolation. Privacy and data security. Sharing intimate thoughts and feelings with an AI chatbot may not be as private as it seems. Many of these apps store and analyze user data, raising concerns about how this sensitive information might be used or misused. A digital love story or a red flag. The idea of falling in love with a chatbot might sound like science fiction, but for many, it's already a reality. These connections can feel comforting, even therapeutic, but they are ultimately one-sided relationships with a non-sentient system. Experts caution that while AI can supplement our emotional lives, it shouldn't replace authentic human connection. The future of companionship may include AI, but it should always be approached with balance, boundaries, and a clear understanding of its limitations. Have you interacted with an AI companion? What are your thoughts on this growing trend? Let us know in the comments. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Wow. I mean, for lack of anything else better to say, wow. I mean, again, there's got to be limits to this AI and what people are going to do with it. I mean, for me, this just doesn't make sense. How are you going to have any kind of a relationship with something that's not real? Companionship. I mean, I don't know. Is it really a companion? You know, you can program it. You can basically have the woman of your dreams or the man of your dreams or whatever the case may be, but at the same time, it's not real. And I'm being honest. I mean, having that perfect mate, that ain't it. Because life is about ups and downs. It ain't about a perfect life. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to learn from a perfect life? You know what I'm saying? You're going to live in a fantasy land. So, and that's what this is. It's a fantasy. It's not for me. It's definitely not for me. So, I mean, it might help some people. I don't know. Maybe they can use it as a tool to kind of help people learn social skills so they don't become so introverted. But on that note, I mean, I believe we already got enough kids, and especially, there's introverts. They'll stay in their room, they get on their games, they do their little chat thing with the certain people they chat with, but at least those are real. And then, they don't really fit into society anymore. So maybe it could help on that level, but no, I don't want to cyber cyber mate. I just don't want it. So anyway, what you think about this, Carol?
What the AI? There are too many humans on this planet for me to have healthy, disastrous relationships with instead of, getting involved in a relationship with a computer. No, it's not something I'm interested in. I like the ups and downs of just conversationing, having a conversation with real live humans. And you're right. I think it's just going to isolate more people. It may be a grid for them to use to learn how to conversate with people, but I think people are the best people to conversate with. So it's not for me. No.
Uh, we can learn from human interaction, just
Yes.
right there. You just have to face your fears and get out there and do it. That's
And do it.
the best way to deal with it. So, what you think about all this, Pedro? Do we have him?
Um,
Oh, there he is.
yeah, sorry about that. Um, yeah, um, I think it becomes a problem with people, putting more emotion towards something digital like that. You know, if someone is feeling lonely, I understand as maybe like a friend to shoot back some ideas or something, but getting
How about
any
come
type.
join an interest group? You can get some real social interaction in one of these interest groups.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, get work on human interaction, but um that can really fog your view of reality,
Yeah,
it can make somebody more solitary, more to himself. We know that online also, because it's not all day talking to no artificial intelligence, they're gonna be on social media and other platforms and like that. And there's been studies that social media induces depress, it gets people depressed on on the things that they push, like their algorithms. So there've been studies on that, on even on young individuals, and then I believe this could be a problem with the young individuals, putting more feeling and emotion behind that, thinking that this digital artificial intelligence um is someone, and that it might feel the same way. I think it's the same effect when someone introduces themselves through the phone or through some social media, and they never want to talk on the phone or meet up, but they only want to send messages or only talk on the phone and not really meet up,
right,
and it's
right,
like catfishing in a way.
right,
Right.
right, right,
Yeah, I
right.
think humans are attracted to humans and having interactions, meaning socializing.
Even if they're just listening in.
Yeah, just socializing.
But another element that we haven't even really talked about that it brought up as well. This data, this interaction with you and this AI, all of this stuff is on them servers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically that's like reading your diary. You're creating your perfect mate. You understand what I'm saying? You're in here, you're interacting, so I mean there's information there about, how people at least want to interact with a mate, if nothing else, right? So I
Right.
mean, but it's a danger that, again, a lot of emotions or whatever, when you get emotionally attached to some of this stuff, a lot of emotions are going to come out. They got all that data that they can, somehow use. Who knows how they can use that? I mean, that's basically what the article says. Who knows how they can use that? What they're going to use it for? Just the fact that they have access to it to me is also another problem. Let this stuff delete after so long or something. Don't keep a record on it forever. That's I mean, doesn't that fit in with your views on data, Pedro?
Well, for privacy reasons, you know what I mean? It can be drastic having all that. online, or leaked out or whatever you want to call it. And then it's gathering data. It's not like a personal AI that's within your computer, and you programmed it, you set some laws to it. It's all doing everything on your computer, but I think this can affect the young people, because a lot of kids and a lot of young individuals want to be accepted, and sometimes society is real harsh, and they could get into a pattern of talking to an AI and come back and forth and be like, I feel comfortable here because I don't get no blowback. I don't get, you know, any bullying or whatever it may be.
bullying, criticism,
Yes, and that can, advance little by little and become a problem.
right, right. I mean, I hear you. I mean, uh, again, but you're not going to learn how to, unless the AI is programmed for it, you're not going to learn how to interact, with society unless that AI is trained to do that. Otherwise, you just interacting with a digital program.
Yeah, and romantically, I don't think it can never work. You know what I mean?
Of course, it
Um,
can. I mean,
but as
No.
a friend, let's say a
well,
kid
I
is
mean, I don't know.
having.
You might be able to have phone sex with it. I don't know.
It
I ain't
didn't
trying to go
say.
that far, but let's think. Let's try to put a positive into it. Okay, let's take the romantic part out of it. Let's take that. Let's say you have a kid that has that doesn't have good social skills, that needs to be taught, right? Well, let's say you someone in education or something like that has trained this AI to conversate with this kid, to go into different exercises on how to approach someone, or how to have social skills and work on that, so that kid can feel better and more, um feel more feel more confident to go and try to make a friend and talk.
Right,
You
and
can
now I
use them
agree
in
with that.
that way, you
If
know?
it, if it's that, well, and I think that's exactly what I said. If it's being used to train people how to interact socially, you know what I'm saying? Then cool. But if you just letting people just, well, go on in and pick a friend kind of thing, you know what I'm saying? Uh,
Right.
give it a name and whatever, and you just have whatever conversations. That's not beneficial. I mean, it's more beneficial to teach people how to interact socially, especially when we're talking about these kids, I wouldn't let them create nothing of their own. And I don't know, we're talking about guardrails and regulations. I wouldn't let them create someone to chat with other than a training one until they became a certain age, you know.
Right.
I mean,
Uh,
because of the potential, like I said, because of the potential, we was joking about it, but you might eventually be able to have phone sex with these things. So, you
True.
know, let's put that on the far back burner. Let's put an extra switch in front of that. Until
But
you reach a mature age, right?
yeah, yeah.
And then so
But
But
now, just to put something out there and just to keep moving it, now they even have, what you call that? They have the, what they used to call, blow ups, right? Now they having them like robots. I don't know if you've seen this. There's been some
yeah,
articles on this. That's
yes.
kind of like, whoa. Now putting artificial intelligence and something like that, you can see where is it going, because they already put in all the tools right there, and it's like, just to put that aside, just put that out there. But
well,
it's about to be
and
that
that's
time
what I
soon.
said. It's you had that on that secondary switch kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Kids don't
crazy.
have
Right.
access to that stuff. So, all
And
right.
you
Well,
have to. Oh, okay.
go ahead, Carol. Go ahead. Give me your
I,
final thought, baby.
I was just going to say, you look at children who are homeschooled versus kids who are in, either public or private school and how they socialize and learn, or kids who are in sports. You've got to be able to interact with other people and all of that isolation. Not saying that kids who are homeschooled are isolated, but they are not really interacting with different personalities.
No.
So, for someone, not saying that bullying doesn't exist, of course, it was back when I was in school. We just fought it out, and dealt with it. It's nothing compared to shaming and things that the kids just can't deal with today.
Well,
But
we didn't have no options back then. We had to work it out. So,
we did. We did. You're right. You're right.
so anyway, let's get these last jingles in. I'm jingles, promos, and then we'll get into this last article.
Today on Coffee Time.
Did you know Blind United offers free training in assistive technology? We call them interest groups. We offer training in JAWS, NVDA, iPhone, iPad, as well as Meta Ray-Bans. We also have groups like support group, cooking groups, and crafting groups. There are also groups for entertainment like movie night and RS game night. For more information about all the interest groups that we offer, just email us at info@blindunited.org or visit our Facebook group, Blind United Interest Group. We would love to have you be part of the Blind United crew.
Hustling jingles, $10 a shot. Birthday beats and holiday knocks. Gotcha covered for the ones you love. Personalized joy like a custom glove. Get your jingle hot and fresh. info@blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford. Got a catchy tune for your babe. Poppin' beats like dreams we crave. For Mama's Day or Papa's cheer, let's make smiles from ear to ear. Get your jingle hot and fresh. info@blindunited.org. $10 only, no more, no less. We make memories you can't afford.
Well, like we say, Easter's coming up, Mother's Day's coming up, Father's Day coming up. We've got a bunch of graduations and stuff coming up, whether it's elementary, middle, high school, even college, right? Hey, jingle is a different kind of way. Yeah, we hustling jingles, $10 a pop. It takes a lot to keep Blind United up and running as far as all these different platforms, so hey, we got to put our hustle in wherever we can, right? But come out and get you a jingle. It's really cool gift to pass out to people. A lot of everybody that has purchased them thus far really appreciate them. They really like them. So hey, come get yours. So anyway, ain't no more comments. So this next one, I figure we change it up a little bit. What's his name? This boy that's playing out of Tennessee, I believe it is, basketball. He just got fined again. So let's check this out.
Today on Coffee Time, Morant fined again. Is the NBA star headed for redemption or more trouble? Memphis Grizzlies star guard Morant is once again making headlines, and not for his performance on the court. On April 4th, 2025, the NBA fined Morant $75,000 for making finger gun gestures during a game against the Miami Heat, reigniting concerns over his ongoing conduct and the message it sends. This latest incident has sparked debate over personal accountability, league discipline, and Morant's future in the NBA. Let's dive into the details. A pattern of controversy. This is far from Morant's first brush with controversy related to firearm symbolism. In March 2023, Morant was suspended 8 games without pay after brandishing a firearm on Instagram Live. Later, he received a 25-game suspension to start the 2023-24 NBA season, following yet another video showing him holding a gun. The league made it clear that such behavior would not be tolerated moving forward. So when Morant made a finger gun gesture during the April 3rd matchup against the Miami Heat, despite having been explicitly warned, the NBA responded swiftly with a substantial fine. Morant's response, "I don't care no more." When asked about the backlash following his latest gesture, Morant responded with a striking level of indifference. "I'm kind of used to it. I was pretty much a villain for 2 years now. Every little thing, if somebody can say something negative about me, it's going to be out there. So yeah, I don't care no more." His statement highlights the mental toll of public scrutiny, but also raises questions about his willingness to adjust his behavior and learn from past mistakes. A new approach or a temporary one? In what appeared to be a response to the growing criticism and his recent fine, Morant debuted a new, less controversial celebration during an April 8th game against the Charlotte Hornets. After sinking a three-pointer, he returned to defense with his hands covering his ears, a symbolic gesture that may reflect his frustration with critics or an attempt to turn the page on his recent controversies. While the change in celebration marks a shift in tone, it remains to be seen whether it signals a broader change in attitude or merely a temporary PR move. Public and league reaction. Morant's behavior has drawn criticism from fans, commentators, and even basketball legends. NBA Hall of Famer Spencer Haywood didn't hold back, stating that Morant is ruining his career with these repeated lapses in judgment. Meanwhile, the NBA continues to show a consistent stance on conduct that could be perceived as promoting violence, especially when linked to past incidents. The league's swift and clear disciplinary action underscores its commitment to protecting its image and setting a standard for players. Looking forward, a crossroads for Morant. At 25 years old, Ja Morant is one of the NBA's most electrifying talents, capable of delivering highlight reel plays night after night. But with that spotlight comes responsibility. Will he choose to embrace the role of a mature leader and role model? Or will continued defiance erode trust among fans, teammates, and league officials? For now, Morant remains a polarizing figure, both celebrated for his skills and scrutinized for his choices. What are your thoughts on Ja Morant's recent actions? Can he turn things around, or is he on a path that could derail his promising career? Let us know in the comments. Now back to the Coffee Time crew for their thoughts.
Well, first thing I want to say is this is a young man with money. He probably came up from having nothing to having millions. And, I mean, again, it just, the gun thing, I mean, that's his background. He probably came up in the streets of, where he's from. Might even have been right there in Memphis. They got some really rough neighborhoods in Memphis. You know what I'm saying? It's, I don't know, trying to hold on to that part of it. But his biggest problem is going to be his morality clause that he probably didn't pay a whole lot of attention to when he signed his contract to get those millions of dollars. The league wants you to, stay within certain boundaries. And bottom line, that's not the image they want to portray. So, man, you need to grow up. And, my personal opinion, advice, you need to grow up. I mean, you can still be you. You just don't have to be all out there flamboyant with it. You know what I'm saying? Even that new celebration thing where he's putting his hands over his ear, that's still attitude. You're still showing attitude. So, man, if you want to have a long career in the league, you got to tone some of that down, I mean, go talk to Big Shaq. He'll show you how to do you without being all crazy like that, So anyway, that's my take on it. I don't really watch basketball, so I don't really know who this young man is. Just from the article, I'm basing my opinion on that. So I don't know. Don't you still listen to sports, Carol?
I do. And he is a gifted young man. I'm not sure exactly where he come from, but you can, take a guy out of the hood, but sometimes the hood you just can't take out of the guy. I know there are rules and regulations that he has to follow, and he just does not realize how many people would love to just be in his shoes. So he needs to stop the clowning and just play the game and realize how blessed he is to be in the position that he is and be a role model and not just make some decisions that can cost him his career. So hopefully he will learn. Like you say, maybe talk to some of them that have been there for a moment and can give him some knowledge to help him get through whatever it is he's going through, or he's going to jeopardize his whole career based on these moves that he's making that absolutely make no sense.
Right, right. I agree. I agree. I don't know. You watch basketball, Pedro? You still listen to that? I know you do football.
I do football, basketball a little bit, but yeah, young talent, young talent. Sometimes, like you said, Ed, I agree. He probably got millions flowing through his hands right now, and young men want to, it may be that he just likes weapons. He trained probably in weapons. I don't know his background. It might be that he might carry, because he's a well-known basketball artist. He might have jewelry on, So sometimes it may just be the image of the weapon. It might not be that it's in a negative way. It's just the image,
Right.
you
I
know.
mean, he could be just putting it out there. Hey, don't run up on me because I'm packing.
Mm-hmm.
I
Right.
mean, again, we don't understand. Well, myself personally, I don't know because again, I don't know where he's from, what his background is. Some people want to portray that image. I mean, man, make your money, man, for as long as you can. You know what I'm saying? Take
Hmm.
care of your body so you got some
Mm-hmm.
longevity. You know what I'm
Invest your
saying?
money, but not in the market.
Right. Talk to them brothers that's already been through the league and they still got that longevity. You know what I'm saying? They got life after basketball, life after the NBA. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Talk to them brothers, man, and get a little mentor thing going on with them and man, work that talent and make all the money you can and hopefully your heart will be, big enough to where you're gonna turn around and try to help some other folks in your wherever you came from or cities like the ones you came up in, whatever. But you can't do none of that if you got an attitude and you get put out of the league.
That's right.
So it's some you know I just hope he gets it together. There's a lot of young talent out there that would love to be in his shoes. It might be some folks out there that's actually even better than him, but their attitude would not let them make the league. I mean, because
Right.
them folks up there that's writing them big 6, 7, 8 figure checks, they ain't playing. Okay, it's
No.
gonna be my way or the highway. You gonna do it the way we want you to do it, or we paying for your talent. We ain't paying for your attitude. Yeah, and we'll scratch the talent if your attitude is that bad. We can give our money to somebody else that's going to play by the rules, you know, and follow, what we want the image of the NBA to be. You know, look at the older folks. We had some pretty crazy folks. Look at old Dennis Rodman. He was a wild character. You know what I'm
Yes, he
saying?
was.
I
Yes, he
mean,
was.
he pushed the envelope. Ooh, he pushed the envelope. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, yes, he did push the envelope, but look, it got him in movies, uh, um, and all that, right? He was
Right.
Yes.
well known. Like I know it was like whoa, but he was eccentric in a way, but he was a good player too.
Yeah.
Yes, he
I mean, his
was.
talent was undeniable. And that's the thing. I mean, again, I don't know how this brother. I don't watch basketball. Can't see it. But anyway, I don't pay attention to basketball anymore. They say he's capable of delivering. Clips that can be used nightly. You know what I'm saying? Or plays and stuff that he does. Evidently he's very talented. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying? Man, don't blow it, dog. Don't blow it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want to say. Don't blow it, man. You got an opportunity. Take it, run with it, do the most you can with it. You know what I'm saying? And man, concentrate on getting some championship rings. That'll solidify your spot in the Hall of Fame and all that. So, get into competition with the folks in front of you to get the rings. You know what I'm saying? Get you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rings. I don't know who has the most rings, but get into that frame of mind. Leave that crazy stuff alone. I don't know, but let me get down off my soapbox.
No, you're speaking truth. You're speaking truth. Kids are looking up to this young man, and you don't want, to leave a bad legacy before they
Well,
put you out.
well, yeah, yeah, and the object is to leave that behind. You're getting out that type of life if you're coming out that life. If you're coming out the ghetto, the object is to leave the ghetto, to better yourself, not to run towards that, or bring that, you know. He's gonna be having living in mansions, having upper class parties. You don't want to bring all that, you know what I mean, and have that negative cloud around it.
Right. Yeah. I mean, again, you got an opportunity here in front of you, man. You could, a lot of people
Hmm.
looking up to you. I mean, I imagine a lot of kids are looking up to you. They're practicing the moves that you got. That makes you so talented, want to be you. In the playgrounds all over the country, man. You know what I'm saying? Think about that part. You know what I'm saying? Is that the image you want to portray to them? Like you some gangster rolling around, flashing your strap to everybody? I mean, that don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? Be about doing better. You know what I'm saying? You done made it up out the hood. You done made it to the plateau, the NBA. You know, I mean, I don't know where Tennessee is ranking with in the league as far as potential championships or any of that, but there's a lot of talent out there, man. Just enjoy it, and you know what I'm saying. Make your money, man.
Right.
Make your money, man. You know what I'm saying? Live your best life, That's all we all trying to do is just live our best life, I mean, that's our goal here on Blind United, and just trying to show that we can live our best life, with our interest groups. We're trying to teach people how to live their best life, the parties and the events and stuff we put on. It's about showing people that we are living our best life. We out there hanging out. We ain't sitting at home alone in the dark, hiding from the society. No, we out here in your face. Here we are. We're doing what we do. We're doing what you do. If we can, we're going to do as much of what we can, right? I mean, I can't drive a car no more because you won't sell me no Waymo car. Okay? I mean, you won't finalize a product that we can buy, So we're forced to ride around in public transportation or whatever ride services y'all got, but we still out there. We still going to concerts. We still having parties. We still going dining. We still going and watching movies. Yeah, I mean, again, even the theme park thing. I mean, I could deal with it because of the ride. Hopefully the rides are thrilling enough to where I could feel it, because I sure can't deal with the visual side of it. That's going to add that extra level of entertainment to it. But I don't know. If the price was a little bit more affordable, I might think about it, I mean, I got family lives down there. My grandkids. I don't know. When I go down there and visit, they might want to go check it out. So I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, it's been another great show as far as I'm concerned.
It has.
Please,
It has.
please like, subscribe, follow, share, comment, whatever you can do on whatever platform you're watching us on. Please do it. It really, really does help, and it means so much to us at Blind United and what we're trying to do and get the message out to more and more folks within the community that you can live your best life. It's not that hard. It's actually pretty easy once you really commit to it. So on that note, Pedro, Carol, everybody that has chimed in the comments, everybody that's listened in and didn't comment, we appreciate you. And hey, we got one more day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Have a great day.